Boom. A little bit of a muted introduction today. My name's Clint. Welcome to The Perfect Bag. I'm here to share an update that I just saw online from the Greenroom136 team. Make sure that everybody on the channel, all of you out there in Perfect Bag Land, understand what's happening with Greenroom136 Rainmakers, which is one of our favorite bags from my favorite bag company. And they just posted a pretty major update that I wanted to make sure to share with you. The link to the blog post from the Greenroom136 team is going to be in the video description, and I'm going to be referring to that blog post throughout, then discussing a little bit of kind of what this means. And I think I'll start by saying that this update centers around two things. This update centers around an unfortunate accident that a team member in Greenroom had, and I'll tell you about that. And then it centers also around the future of the most popular bag that Greenroom136 has ever made, the Rainmaker. It's a bag that I've shared multiple times on this channel and had a lot of fun with, and taken on a lot of journeys and adventures. First off, a team member from Greenroom136 had an accident. It was a fall. Details were published by Greenroom. I'm not going to share that. It's not my information to share, but I think the highlight is, although the team member is going to require some medical surgeries, they are okay and stable. That's good news. If there is any kind of crowdfunding effort or any kind of way to help for us who love the products and love the company and want to support, I will share that with you ASAP. For now, if you're a religious person, send prayers. If not, keep them in your mind and continue to support the company. All right. All that being said, the person who is on the sidelines for a while was the primary builder of the Greenroom136 Rainmaker, especially the custom editions. And so what that means in the immediate future is that all pre-ordered, already ordered, yeah, custom Rainmakers will be delayed. There is no information yet about how long the delay will be. I think it's understandable. They're going to be repurposing team members from other projects to finish existing orders. They are also offering a full refund. If you cannot deal with the delay and you need to go ahead and purchase a bag, details about refunds are in the blog post as well. I think it's a stand-up thing to do. There's a great deal of transparency happening in the communication from Greenroom136 here, and I applaud them for that, and a great deal of care for their team members as well, which is pretty awesome. So that all being said, the bad news around the delay isn't the only change that's happening, and the other change that's happening is that the Greenroom136 Rainmaker is being discontinued effective immediately. That's right. This is their best-selling bag, and it is being discontinued effective immediately. Why? Why? So they go on in their blog post to detail that this is an incredibly complex, although it is popular, it is an incredibly complex bag to make that requires a great deal of skill and time. What are we talking about here? So I want to show you 3 Greenroom136 custom Rainmakers that I have in my collection. So this is a large MultiCam Black Rainmaker. You can see here that it is a complex bag, and I want to walk through a little bit of what I mean by that. So not only do we have a large bag with lots of construction, inside here we have a corduroy pocket, so mixed materials by nature. Up top here we have a massive front pocket section with individual pockets sewn in, MultiCam Black added with a pocket behind, morale patches section from Hook and Loop added here with a pocket behind it. We've got pleated bottle pockets. We've got really complex back panel here with a built-in tablet section. We have a full clamshell over here, tech section with a padded laptop sleeve, along with multiple admin pockets up top and a massive main compartment as well with even more pockets. I think you see what we're getting at here. This is a great backpack, but there is a lot going on, and this has got to be like 100-piece construction. And they're allowing, which is something amazing that Green Room does, for you to change all kinds of things about it. So it's not just an assembly line where they slap 100 of these in a row. It's like build sheets where you go through on their Wildcard Custom Builder and you say, I don't want this pocket. Why don't you put 5 different colors on the front of the bag? Why don't you make something like this? I mean, it's beautiful, it's fun, but it's really, really hard. Really hard. And so you can see this bag mirrors the other bag completely in construction, but down to the little tiny details, they allowed me to completely customize everything. They even allowed me to pick colors, the white Cordura, that aren't on their traditional build sheet. They allow for you to go a little bit crazy with the bag build, and that's awesome for us, but hard for them. I've always been amazed that they've been able to pull this off. So they're putting it on pause, and I'll show you one more Rainmaker here, just to show you like the depth and breadth of the options here. See the front panel on this one? This one they've built in extra rain flaps, and then they've also built in, so this one you pull across and it's a drop panel. They've also built in on this one complete fold down panels. Like it wasn't just, at the end of the day, one bag. It was thousands of different bags all kind of riffing on the main theme for the Rainmaker. So I think it's understandable. I hope you see the complexity of this bag. So they walk through and share with us in their post that the Rainmaker in its current form has been in production for 7 years. And they've already been thinking about updating this bag and modernizing this design for the future. I think that sounds like an amazing idea to me. I've also been thinking a lot. I mean, I've been thinking about bags nonstop, but I've been thinking about the Rainmaker a lot. I've actually sent them some thoughts and ideas and suggestions around this bag after using the Northseeker, which speaks the same design language as the Rainmaker, but is a much simpler design that has a clear purpose. And the Rainmaker is an interesting bag in that it is a kind of do-it-all bag, but I don't know if that's where everybody is living these days in terms of what we actually carry and the gear that we need. I'll give you a very small example. Years ago, I used to carry with me everywhere I went cords and bricks and more cords. But now my iPhone 15 goes through the entire day with no issue. I never charge it. And I get home at the end of the night and it's still got like 40% charge. It means that some of the stuff I used to carry, I just flat out don't need anymore. MacBook Pros that they're selling in 2023 and 2024 get 18 hours of battery life. You might not even need to bring your laptop charger with you when you leave the house. So it's an interesting dynamic, right? You build a bag for what people carry, and then over time, what people carry changes. I remember, do I have it behind me anymore? No, I don't. But I have a vertical tote that's one of my favorite bags ever. And there's a hook on the front for you to put your headphones on, like your like big headphones. And you know, they show in the ad you wrapping your headphones up with the cord and slinging them onto this hook. And all of that 2 years later went out the window because AirPods came along. So yeah, I wanted to share that I agree with Greenroom136's decision here. I think it's really smart business. This bag is too complex. This bag is over the top. And while that is super fun for bag nerds, if I were running the business, I'd be making the same decision. I'd say, okay, we have the Northseeker, and if the Rainmaker is going to be our signature laptop backpack moving forward in the future, what does it need to be? Because it's not a travel bag. It's not. It's not a, 45-liter travel bag. It could be if that's the direction they go, but I think they need to think about it. And the good news is, for me, because I love this brand and I love these bags, we're in good hands. The design process is super fun to watch. Like if you go and look at some of the videos they posted on their YouTube channel, you can even see inside the notebooks where they are doing the sketches and building the bags of the future. But the bags lately have been dynamite. The Northseeker is insanely good. The Quick Draw is insanely good. The Sidekeep Redux is insanely good. Like they are building great bags, and they're going to need to revisit the Mission Attaché, the Junk Monkey, even the Metro Monger, and think about, how long do these bags stay current in a rapidly evolving world when our tech revolves around a dwindling amount of technology. So, what's going to happen? They're going to crank through first the final batch of already ordered Rainmaker Customs. It's going to take longer than usual. They will communicate with you as a customer. I'll communicate some updates too. It's not my role, but I'm a fan, so that's what I do. After that, they're going to build the new version of the Rainmaker. I'm not sure if it's going to be called the Rainmaker. Kind of hope it is. Rainmaker 2.0, the latest update of the Rainmaker, they're going to rebuild it. They're going to modernize it. They're going to simplify it, which, again, I think is the right call. All right. So they think that early 2025 is probably the production schedule for the new Rainmaker. That means that we're about to go through at least 9 months of not being able to order this bag. So I'll point you to a couple of places where you can find Rainmakers if you've been wanting one and you're on hold. First off, Poshmark and eBay. There's not a dependable steady flow there, but there is, you can set up alerts and you can search for Rainmaker or you can search for Greenroom136. So secondhand traditional online sources. You can also join Facebook groups. There is a pre-loved Greenroom136 Facebook group. You can see that from Greenroom136.com. But a lot of those folks are in Malaysia and shipping will be within Malaysia. I recommend joining the Carryology Classified group on Facebook, throwing out a request that you're searching for Greenroom136 Rainmakers, and see what you can get with that request. There's also the Perfect Pack, which is another group. There's also some subreddits that you can join, like Mini Baggers, and look for buy, sell, trade posts in those type of groups. So for now, what do? I think we follow along. We get to see how a company takes its flagship product and evolves it for 2025, which sounds an awful lot like the future, doesn't it? 2025. But I think we'll wrap up with this. You, everybody hopes that the employee makes a speedy, thorough, and full recovery. I've been injured myself in the past. I know that pain is no joke, and I know that recovery is hard. If there is an available way for us to help, I will share that with you, I promise. Second, we be patient with a brand that we love, and we get excited about what's coming up in the future. I'm hyped. I will continue to support this company through what I'm sure is a tough time for all of them, and I will continue to share updates as I think it is appropriate. But follow Greenroom136 on Instagram for in-the-moment updates. That'll be a great source of information for you. You can also read the blog at Greenroom136.com. And to the employee who built probably all of my Rainmakers, thinking about you. And I hope that you have a full recovery, and I hope you take the time that you need to get well and get right. Everybody at Greenroom, thanks for the transparency. And everybody out there in Perfect Bag Land, we will see you next time. Bye for now.